In native culture, dancing, singing, and hunting were equally important activities for creating social unity, and they needed to hunt to survive. The animals that they hunted provided them not only with food, but with clothing, with tools, and even fuel for fire. Children were mentored by the community as a whole. They were taught history, spirituality, and practical skills. A boy would be left to make his own decisions and learn from his mistakes. When sent on a vision quest, adolescents would be isolated from the community for several days to fast and pray in search for a vision from a spirit guide. Those that returned as men. In 1534, Jacques Cartier arrived in what is now the Gaspé Peninsula. He placed a cross in the ground to claim the land for the King of France. During Cartier's first expedition, he discovered signs of men. Upon first contact with the Iroquois, he offered metal tools for trade. In exchange, the natives traded all of their furs, including the ones on their back. Though Cartier didn't find his desired route to Asia, he did establish a valuable trading partner with the natives of the new land. The harsh climate and unforgiving geography of early Canada made transporting goods very difficult for most Europeans. However, the coureurs de bois were experts at traversing and navigating this land. As the fur trade industry grew, competition grew with it. To counteract the Hudson's Bay Company's newly hired baymen, French authorities licensed the coureurs de bois in 1681. This allowed for more reliable trade. These men became known as the Voyageurs. In 1811, David Thompson found a more practical trade route to the Pacific. He first came to North America working with the Hudson's Bay Company. As he worked, he learned the craft of surveying, and he found he was a very skilled mapmaker. The Northwest Company recognized his talents and hired him away from HBC in 1797 at 4 times his HBC salary. Thompson became the Northwest Company's chief surveyor and spent 7 years mapping the West. His Métis wife and children accompanied him on his surveying expeditions. Though his maps were largely unused in his lifetime, they were the first of Western Canada. In the course of his work, he traveled over 80,000 kilometers. Rather than wait for the Americans to make the first move, Sir Isaac Brock joined forces with Tecumseh, leader of the Shawnee. On August 16, 1812, they attacked American General William Hull's forces at Fort Detroit. Though the American forces outnumbered Brock's by nearly 2 to 1, the cries of Tecumseh's forces terrified General Hull. He surrendered almost immediately. Though Brock's army won the battle, neither Brock nor Tecumseh lived to see it. The victory was decisive, but the outcome was ultimately nothing but loss.